Thank you, Sia. Well, 4th of July fireworks, they're often a sign of celebration for us, but they can be really scary for some of our furry friends. Candace Harris is joining us live in Studio B with more on how we can help them this 4th of July holiday. Hey, Candace.
Hey, Brissa. Well, this is a story we touch on every July, but it's important. The 4th of July holiday can be very stressful for pets because of those fireworks. Joining us now is Jen Huettich, Manager of External Affairs for the Cuyahoga County Animal Shelter, to talk about how we can help keep our pets calm over the next few days. And you brought Vinny with you, who might be the star today. But what can we do? What are some ways we can comfort our pets when those fireworks start?
Thank you so much for having us. This is so important because this is what I would typically call fireworks season, because it's not just going to end on the 5th and it's not going to end this weekend. And everyone knows in Northeast Ohio, this can go on for quite a long time. So there's a lot you can do in preparation and be proactive about making sure not only your pet's comfortable, but your pet stays with you. One of those, make sure your dog has their 2025 dog license. The state of Ohio not only requires it, but it is the fastest way to get your dog back to you. If a dog comes into our shelter with that license, we'll hold that dog for 14 days in hope of, getting it back to you and reuniting you. 2, if your dog is microchipped, make sure that information is up to date. Unfortunately, a lot of people forget, they move or change their phone number. Make sure that microchip information has all the current information. And also, you can register, you can now register your microchip with our shelter as well. So you can go online at cuyahogadogs.com to make that happen. And then a couple even smaller things, if your dog's wearing their collar, put their name and your phone number on the inside of their collar with a Sharpie. And also, and this is a huge one, make sure their equipment fits. A lot of times people have collars that are too big, harnesses that are too big. So making sure, the collar, you should be able to fit 2 fingers, but not be able to slip out over the head. And harnesses, same thing. They should be snug, because otherwise, if a dog gets it tries to bolt, it's just going to come off of them just like a t-shirt. So making sure those things, are in place will help you get your dog back or prevent your dog from going missing. But ways you can make your dog more comfortable at home, especially around this time of year, providing your dog with a dark, quiet, safe space for them to go to. In some cases, they might have a crate. It might be a room. It might be a closet even. It may even be under the bed. They're probably going to pick that space for themselves. But closing the curtains, make sure it's dark in there, turning up the radio, turning up the TV to kind of drown out that noise, giving them a frozen Kong to distract them. Also, making sure that when you take them out for their last potty break, maybe do it a little earlier while it's still light outside. And then, a lot of people might let their dog out to go to the bathroom, and, their dog will go out and come back in, especially around, these next couple weeks. Go out with your dog, leave your dog on a leash your dog, put them on a long drag line so they're not all alone, because you don't know when firecrackers are going to go off. It could be 9 o'clock, it could be 3 in the morning. I mean, they will go off at all times. So just making sure over these next couple weeks, just being really cognizant of, having your dog leashed, making sure their equipment is on and correctly, and also making sure they have their dog license on, their name on, and their microchip is registered.
And lastly, because I know we're getting a little tight on time, but we have Vinny here, and one of the tricky things after 4th of July is some of these dogs get out, and you guys, they come to you, and you told me you're already packed. So how can people help alleviate that stress on you?
Yes, we are absolutely packed. Our biggest intake is right after this holiday, so we're really struggling right now, especially with the dogs that we know we're going to get in. So we are doing an adoption promotion that starts tomorrow and runs through the 20th. It's called Red, White, and Wolf. Say that 10 times fast. But it's $20, so that just pays for the dog license, but it includes a spay and neuter, vaccines, current year license, microchip, rabies, heartworm test, all that's taken care of. Also, anyone who is available to foster right now, fostering is free. So if you're available to foster, please contact us at 216-525-7877. Even if it's just a weekend or a couple weeks, which is a great alternative for people who either can't adopt, aren't ready to adopt, or aren't sure. We pay for everything. We pay for all your supplies. You're just going to give our dogs a home for a couple weeks. So that would be amazing and makes more space for the dogs that will be coming in.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Such
you.
important tips. And Vinny is available to be adopted. I can tell you he has been a treat all morning when he's been here, but we'll send it back to you, Brissa.
Vinny might be the calmest dog I have ever seen. Some great tips and advice there ahead of the holiday weekend. Thank you, Candace.